Hey guys, Ultra GK here, back with another art video. Now typically the best way that artists capture their traditional artworks into a digital form is through a scanner. Now whether you don't have access to one or you don't know how to use one, like me, no, I kind of know how to use one, but anyway, it's just not always an option to use a scanner. So in this video, I will be showing you how to use your iPad or iPhone to get a very good quality image of any of your ink drawings. Alrighty, for this little demonstration, I'll be taking a picture of this little fly artwork I did recently. Wow, I got distracted by this. I thought I could multitask. Anyway, so yes, this little fly artwork is what I'll be taking a picture of, and yeah. Anyway, moving on to step one. Now step one is to find a nice evenly lit place in your household to get the beginning photo of your drawing. Now this can be either by window, under lights like I am, or outside. Personally right now I am, in the lighting setup. I have 3 different lights around me here, so it's safe to say that it's fairly evenly lit. So let me just take the beginning picture. Now this first step may seem the most straightforward and simple, but it is important that you take your time with this, because the better the original photo is, the better the other steps are going to work, and just the overall, the easiness of your life will increase, or something like that. Anyway, let me take the picture. Stand by. Should be good. Alright, here it is. So here's the image. Yeah, at this stage it looks fine. This is perfectly acceptable to post on your Instagram, Reddit, all that good stuff, and it would be great. It captures the artwork and it does just fine. But if you want it to look as good as a scan, all you have to do is follow these next few steps. So let's go. Wow. Alrighty, time to move on to step number 2. Alright, so what you're going to do, once you have your image, in your photos here, you're just going to tap it, so you get the up bar here, and you press the edit settings. That's it. That's step number 2. So you're into the settings. So step number 1, take the photo. Step number 2, click edit. Alright, 2 steps down. Now moving on to step number 3, we're going to crop the image. So before I do that, if you're not familiar with the editing settings within the iPhone camera or iPad, all that stuff, it definitely looks overwhelming at first, but just the very brief explanation is that these are tabs that lead to different little settings that all adjust the image, and you can really make any image look crazy different, way better, way worse. You can really just adjust it an infinite amount of ways. So yeah, these are the tabs that I'll be using to make it look like a scan. So anyway, step number 3 is cropping the image. So what you're gonna do, also it depends on if you're on an iPad like I am or a phone. It's either on the side or on the bottom, but you're gonna find this little crop icon there. Make sure you can see that little crop icon right there, and you click that. So now we have full control over the how the image fills the frame. So I want it to fill the entire thing, so I'm just gonna do this. And this one works out very nicely. I can just do that, but if it was a little tilted, these things on the side here, you can adjust just like that, and there's also all these other settings I don't want to mess with, but you get the idea. But thankfully the original image I took was pretty straight, so I'm good to go. I'm just gonna fill it up just like that. That's just about right. I'm just gonna crop that a little bit, and yeah, we're good to go. Step number 3 completed. Now to the fun part, step number 4. I have broken down step number 4 into 2 separate little things, but they're very easy to follow along with. I just thought it was worthy. It wasn't really necessary for a whole nother step, but you'll see. So basically, I guess 4A is basically you're just gonna go to your filter settings. Now, I'm sure you know what filters are. They're just kind of a whole wash of a certain tone or whatever over your image. But what you're gonna do, it's again, iPad, it's all the way down, or on phone, it's all the way to the right. You're gonna go to the noir filter, which is just plain black and white. Now already, from the beginning, where the blacks weren't that black, and the whites were kind of yellow, all the way, just with this one filter, it already looks a million times better. But, it can look even better than that, and that is why moving on to 4B. Alrighty, for step 4B, you're gonna wanna move from your filters tabs to this little dial tab right there. Looks like that. Boop. Alright, so once you get here, you're gonna see 16 different options on the side here. And if you've never been to the editing settings before, it looks very overwhelming. But don't worry, for the purposes of what we're doing, we really only need to focus on one. And that one is the contrast tab. And if you just scroll through, you'll find it, but it does look like this little half moon shape right there, contrast. And if you scroll, as you scroll through it, it shows that, as you scroll through, it just shows the different names of the little settings, but again, contrast tab right there. So the contrast, it's already black and white, but just look at the, I'm actually not sure if you're able to see it very well on camera, but if you just boost the contrast all the way up, it makes it, you'll see in person if you can't see it on camera, but this is the original, and this is all the way boosted. Original, boosted, and this is zero contrast, full contrast, and this just takes it to the final step, which just looks absolutely great. And something that you could do even after this, something that really just brings it over the top, is the definition tab right here. And hopefully you can see this. You probably can't tell, it looks pretty crisp, but if you just put the definition all the way up to the top, it smooths everything up so nicely and makes it look super crisp. And yeah, again, unfortunately, you probably can't tell as much on camera, but trust me, you'll just have to try it for yourself. It works like a charm. So again, step 4B, you are on this little dial tab here. Go to contrast and definition, and if you just boost both of those up all the way up to 100%, your little ink drawing is just going to look superb. And last but not least, moving on to step 5, it's very simple. Just press done. Yay! And there it is. This is your image right there. And look, that was the original. This is what the original looked like. It was small, the yellow, the white, the what? You know, it kind of speaks for itself. So from that to that, just on your iPad or iPhone, is pretty darn cool. And from here, you can post it right to Instagram, right to whatever, do whatever you want with it, delete it. You know, it's really, the world is your oyster when it comes to this image that you've created. I really hope all you guys found this helpful. This is a technique I use all the time, and it is not only fun, but it is so satisfying to just have little ink drawing that you're holding in your hands, just to turn into a full scan pretty much right in front of your eyes. It's simple, easy, fun, and I look forward to doing it every time, and I really hope you learned something so you can try it yourself. Thanks for watching! Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, please comment below and I'll answer those for you. And yeah, that's it. Stay well. Bye!